So there's a couple myths that Mark sent us that I kind of want to present and get his thought on. We've heard this one before, even like growing up, my parents would kind of ingrain this in me in
Still,
grade school. Yes, even
still.
to this day. Work hard to get ahead. So, Mark, help us debunk that myth, please.
Well, most of that advice came from our parents,
Mhm.
most of which were not entrepreneurs. They were
Yep.
working for the school system, they were working for the government, they were working for the county, they were working for somebody else. They were in a job. They were
Right.
not being entrepreneurs. And my experience, I realized this. I started my first company when I was 19. We went from 200,000 to 4.5 million in 18 months. And I
Wow.
was
Wow.
working my tail off, but I wasn't making any money. I was
Mhm.
working 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, literally for months at a time. And one day I sat down and I said, I'm exhausted. How is it that I cannot work any harder? I've got a top line sales, but that doesn't mean anything because I have nothing left over. I can't make my payroll this week.
Yeah.
So
Right.
this is when I realized, and this was way back in May of 1978, that working hard is not necessarily getting ahead. So at that point, I began to look at the elements that would cause us to move ahead. And those elements were cash in the bank and profitability. And yet, all we hear about is the go-go growth of top-line revenue. What's your growth? What's the? We made the Inc. 5000. I say top line is vanity, bottom line is sanity, right?
Right.
So if you've got money in the bank and you've got time and you've got profitability, you're getting ahead. And over the years and the decades, we've refined this, and I've refined this to the point where now it's almost exactly the opposite. I want to work less and make more.
Absolutely.
Don't we all want to do that? Work
Right.
less and make more, but we're caught up into these falsehoods that we hold as true, and none of them are true.